Very, very sad. The internet is not doing me a good service. So why in the heaven? Like, why in the heaven? Okay, I'm going to just work with it the way it is. I don't have an option. The other option I have is leaving this place and go. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's so bad. I thought I can work with it, but I think I was wrong. I don't like being wrong. So what am I going to do? Yesterday I tried to work with it, but it couldn't. I was getting a lot of lagging. And today I'm still getting the lagging. So what am I going to do? I have to leave this place, home area. But I don't want to go to the other place. Like I told myself, I'm not going back to that place ever again. For the sake of giving myself options. Like when one door closes, expect the other door to open. So I'm expecting the other door to open, and this is the door that I'm expecting to open. But see, look with your naked eyes and see what it's doing to me. I can't compete. I love competition, but I can't compete with this kind of internet. Why? Africa, like Uganda. Then every day you get hit by the reality that you live in Uganda. That's your reality, and you're going to face such. Anyway, I should stop complaining. Let me just use it the way it is. If it does me bad, I will be resilient and work with it the way it is. But I'm not going back to the other place. Not going back there. I can get there anytime I want. Even if I wanted to leave right now, I can get there. Even if I decide to leave right now, I can reach. But I know that, but I'm not doing it. Because I want another door to open for me. Like, I believe in the brain. Like, my brain can figure out something. Like, that spiritual world. That's what I'm relying on now, to find a way of keep doing what I was doing, but from another location. And I can't go back there because I wasn't talking. I could be on the stream and I wasn't talking. That's why I've delayed. Like, I've been doing this for some time and I've delayed because of that. I wasn't talking and people were like, this guy doesn't talk, he's always on the stream, just there, staring at the camera. I wasn't staring at the camera, just staring at the camera. I wasn't talking because the room was filled with other people and I couldn't talk. I could cause noise pollution. But here I can stream while you're talking, but the internet. See, why doing me like this, Mother Nature? Mother Nature, why are you doing me like this? Food comes from Mother Nature, right? The food we eat comes from Mother Nature. So Mother Nature, why are you doing me like this? I should be competing. I love competition. Healthy competitions. Like a race. You're going for a race. Racing. But how can I race? How can I compete with those guys out there? I know what they know. I know I can do what they do. But I'm hit with the reality that I don't have the what? How is it called? In economics, it's called desirable but not attainable. That I'm not able to attain it. I will not let that hinder me. I will not let that get in my way. Yes, I'm going to be working with this lagging internet. Maybe I will figure out a solution how I can extend, because I see it can work, but it's just up and down, up and down. All the people I'm getting in the comment are all bots. I don't like bots. I don't like artificial intelligence. I like artificial intelligence for the sake of browsing. Yeah, but I don't like it when I need to talk with real people. I don't like talking with artificial intelligence or any of that. No, no, no. Okay, I think I'm done setting up. Other platforms refused because of my internet. It said no, 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 no. You can't even try to stream because of your internet. And I was like, okay, if you don't want to give me a chance, if you feel like you cannot give me a chance, it's okay. It's still very okay. Oh, so I'm supposed to begin the stream at 3 p.m. No, 3 p.m. Yeah. So my PC is slow, my internet is slow, so I have to begin earlier to set up and see how everything goes. This platform has refused because of my internet is very slow, but I'm not going back to the other place. I'm not going back there. I've accepted my reality. First step is accepting your reality. When you accept your reality doesn't define you. You just accept it, but it doesn't define who I am. So I've accepted my reality, though it doesn't define who I am, to find solutions to this reality that I'm living in. How am I going to cope up with the first world? How can I cope up with this first world? Like in this world where there's abundance. I'm trying again. I believe in trying again. You fail, you try again, 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 you fail, you try again. Every day you are waking up to try. Okay, you do, but it's not about just trying. You do. I do it, but sometimes it's out of my control. These guys are sending me a lot of, what's wrong with these people, man? You want me to block you? You come into somebody's stream, you don't even know how I'm getting to be streaming, and you come in the stream, you send spamming my chat, which is obviously not good. So now I'm very happy that at least I have a microphone. Before I didn't have a microphone. It was all just building the idea. These guys are not allowing. Why? Why are you not allowing me to connect to your server? Failed to connect to the server. Failed to connect to the server. Failed to connect to the server. Failed. Yeah. Failed to connect to the server. Anyway, I think I'm set. Instagram is not coming up, so you have nothing to do for it, to just let it be there. These guys, we are going to let you, yeah. Okay, you're going to be on pause. Just there on pause. Anyway, now I think I should begin. I just pray to get a funder, like somebody who can fund me to have this, like a sponsors. Be out there and you can sponsor me. Come in my chat and sponsor me. I need a sponsor. The internet is just there, browsing. And I think I have to read some information. To get some information, and I'd read some information for the people out there and for myself. the information is, we need money, but the information is, love to put information out there more. I also need money like crazy because I have needs. I need to leave this place and go find my own way. Leaving this place and go find my own way. So need money. But in a calm mind, I don't want to stress myself anymore. I will stress when the time for stress comes. I will be stressed. But right now, I feel like it's time for me to just be calm. It's time for me to be calm, like in a calm person. I think today internet is just there, not bad, not good. I can work with it. Yesterday it was so poor, but I'm surprised I'm not getting people on. Why? Anyway, I think I've just begun, and it's like you're talking with yourself. Talking with yourself is a skill. Talking with yourself is a skill. You sit on the internet and you start talking with yourself alone, expecting maybe somebody will listen to you out there in this big world. Maybe somebody out there will listen to you, but for now, just expect to be talking with yourself. For I don't know for how long you can do this, but me, I'm used. This is not my first time talking with myself. It's crazy to talk with yourself, but I'm used, man. Okay, let me begin. I should pronounce my words. I speak a lot of Luganda, and sometimes my accent is in our African languages. But somehow these English people are still over us. And Akanas have legally run pay-the-loan businesses out of their state. Others like New York and New Jersey limit the amount of annual interest they can charge. Even the federal government recognized the problem and put a cap of 36% on payday loans made to military personnel. Hopefully states will follow suit. The classic thought the not car lot is no better. Most of these transactions involve older, cheaper cars. The dealer purchases these cars and sells them for a down payment equal to what he paid for the car. So the payments at 18 to 38% interest paid weekly are all gravy. Tower trucks all over town recognize these exact cars because the car being sold has been sold many times and repeatedly REPO with that cutting up ED by the dealer. Every time the dealer sells the car, his return on investment skyrockets. The payments could have purchased the car for cash in a matter of weeks. In fact, the down payment could have purchased the car if the buyer had been a little more savvy. I will be checking on the chat if I get somebody to say hi. I'll be saying hi if I get somebody who can come and say hi. But in the meantime, I'll just be reading. That's what I do most. The down payment could have purchased the car if the buyer had been a little more savvy. Rent to own is one of the worst examples of the little red-faced kid in I want it now mode. The Federal Trade Commission continues to investigate this industry because the effective interest rates in rent-to-own transactions are over 1,800 on average. People rent items they can't possibly afford to buy because they look only at how much a week and think, I can afford this. Well, when you look at the numbers, no one can afford this. The average washer and dryer will cost you $20 per week for 90 weeks. That is a total of 18,000 for a washer and dryer. You could have bought new at full retail price for $500 and slightly used for $200. As my old professor used to say about the own part of rent to own, you should live long. We should live so long. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have in order to impress people we don't like. If you had saved $10 per week for just 10 weeks, you could have bought the scratch and you could have bought the scratch and dent model of the floor at the same rent to own store for $200. Or you could have bought a used set of the class feeds online or online. It pays to look past the weekend and suffer through going to the laundromat with your quarters. When you think short term, you always set yourself up for being ripped off by a predatory lender. If the red first kid, I want it and I want it now, rules your life, you will stay broke. If you use payday loans, taught the note, and rent to own, please understand that you are being destroyed financially. These businesses feed on the working poor, and you must avoid them at all costs if you want to win with money. Myth: 90 days came as cash equals using other people's money for free. Truth: 90 days is not the same as cash. The silly marketing that America falls for has resulted in this. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have in order to impress people we don't like. 90 days, same as cash, has exploded in furniture, electronics, and appliance sales. I recently met a lady who financed her dog at the pet store, but I paid him off early. She said proudly, good thing for Robert that he was able to avoid the repo man. Dave rants, whole life insurance is a horrible product. Why would you put someone interest on your own savings? That's backward, and it does not make you smart. 90 days is not the same as cash for three basic reasons. One, if you will flash cash 100 bills in front of a manager who has a sales quota to meet, you will likely get a discount. If you can't get a discount, go to the competitor and get one. You do not get the discount when you sign up for the finance plan. 2. Most people don't pay off the debt in the allotted time. Nationally, 88% of these contracts convert to debt. A debt where you are charged a rip-off interest rate of 24% to 38%, and they oh God, I need to be comfortable. I need to be comfortable. The wires. Do I have anybody? If I get somebody who comes, I will say hi, but if I don't, I will just be reading. A 24 to 38%, and they back charge you to the date of purchase. Please don't tell me you are the one who is actually going to pay it off. A $1,000 stereo, don't forget you didn't get a discount, will not make you rich in 90 days, but $1,000 left in a savings account at 3% annual interest will earn you $7.5 in 90 days. Wow, some financial genius you are. Three, you are playing with snakes and you will get bitten. Marge called my radio show with this little story she and her husband purchased a big screen TV at a nationally known electronics store. This couple paid off the big screen slightly early to be sure they would not be tricked into the interest being back charged. No such luck. They had declined the disability and life insurance for a charge of $174, but apparently the salesperson had fraudulently initiated the contract in that area, something that happens more frequently than you think. So, although our brilliant couple thought they had paid off the TV, they still had a balance and were charged with interest back through the entire deal. They were fighting it, but it would take hiring a handwriting expert and going to court with an attorney to avoid paying a bill under $1,000, or even though they did not owe it. That is disheartening. The little game of we are going to use your money for free backfired big time. I recently purchased a TV in that exact same store for cash. I got a discount and walked out with my TV. No hassle, like HASS hustle, HASSLE hustle. No court costs, no interest, no lies. No, Virginia, 90 days is not the same as cash. Myth. Car payments are a way of life. You will always have one. Truth. Staying away from car payments by driving reliable used cars is what the average millionaire does. That is how he or she became a millionaire. Taking on a car payment is one of the dumbest things people do to destroy their chances of building wealth. The car payment is most folks folks largest payment except for their income mortgage. So it steals more money from the income than virtually anything else. The Federal Reserve notes that the average car payment is $945 over 64 months. Most people get a car payment and keep it throughout their lives. As soon as a car is paid off, they get another payment because they need a new car. If you keep a $495 car payment throughout your life, which is normal, you miss the opportunity to save that money. If you invested $495 per month from age 25 to age 65, a normal working lifetime, in the average mutual fund averaging 12%, the 80-year stock market average, you would have 5,881. You will have $5,881,799.14 at age 65. Hope you like the car. You have anybody on? It's very hard banana to get people. Oh, why is it very hard to get people? Why is it hard? Why is it hard? So hard. Why is it hard to get viewers for me? I see these people having so many viewers. Why? How do they do it? I admire them. Some of you had your nose in the air as intellectual snobs when I illustrated how bad rent to own is because you would never enter such an establishment, and yet you are doing worse on your car deal. If you put $495 per month in a cookie jar for just 10 months, you have nearly $5,000 for a for a cash car. I am not suggesting you drive a $5,000 car your whole life, but that is how you start without debt. Then you can save the same amount again and trade up to earn 10% to earn $10,000 car 10 months later, and up to a $15,000 car 10 months after that in just 30 months or 2.5 years. You can drive a paid for 15,000 car, never having made a payment, and never have to make payments again, taking on car payments because everyone else does. It does not make it smart. Will your broke relatives and friends make fun of your junk car while you do this? Surely they will, but that is a very good sign you are on the right track. Shocking stats. Over 97% of people do not. Over 97% of people don't systematically pay extra on their mortgage. Having been a millionaire and gone broke, I dug my way out by making a decision about looking good versus being good. Looking good is when your broke friends are impressed by what you drive, and being good is having more money than they have. Are you starting to realize that the total money makeover is also in your heart? You have to reach the point that what people think is not your primary motivator. Reaching the goal is the motivator. Do you remember the circus game where you swing the large hammer over your head to hit the lever to send a weight up a pole to ring the bell? You reach the point that you want to ring the bell. Who cares if you are a 98-pound weakling with GAWKY? Gawke, is it? GAWKY. Gawke form. The girls are still impressed when the bell is rung, when the goal, not how you look, begins to matter. You are on your way to a total money makeover. Today I will drive very nice, very expensive, slightly used cars, but it wasn't always that way. After going broke, I drove a borrowed 400,000 mile Cadillac with a vinyl roof torn loose so that it filled up with air like a parachute. The predominant color on this car was Bondo. I drove the Bondo buggy for what felt like 10 years during one 3-month period. I had dropped from a Jaguar to a borrowed Bondo buggy. This was not fun, but I knew that if I would live like no one else, that I could live like no one else. Today I am convinced that my wife and I are able to do anything we want financially, partially because of because of the car sacrifices we made in the earlier days. I believe with everything within me that we are winning because of the heart change that allowed us to drive old, beat up cars in order to win. If you insist on driving new cars with payments your whole life, you will literally blow a life's fortune on them. If you are willing to sacrifice for a while, you can have your life's fortune and drive quality cars. I would opt for the millionaire's strategy. Myth. Leasing a car is what sophisticated people do. You should lease things that go down in value and take the tax advantage. Truth. Consumer advocates, noted experts, and a good calculator will confirm that the car lease is the most expensive way to operate a vehicle. Consumer Reports. Smart Money Magazine. Do I have anybody? There's not anybody coming to even say hi. What's wrong? But do I have even anybody? Am I lagging so bad? Am I lagging so bad? Is it bad? Is it... Anyway, it's okay. Consumer Reports, Smart Money Magazine, and my calculator tell me that leasing a car is the worst possible way to acquire a vehicle. In effect, you are renting to own. The cost of capital, which is the interest rate, is extremely high, yet most new car deals this year will be a fleece. I mean, a lease. They are bad, sorry. That's my impression of a sheep getting fleeced. FLEECED. The auto industry lobbyists are so powerful that the law does not require full lender disclosure. The industry argues that you are merely renting, which you are, so they shouldn't be required to show you the actual effective interest rate. The Federal Trade Commission requires a truth in lending statement when you buy a car or get a mortgage, but not on a lease, so you don't know what you are paying unless you are very good with a calculator. Having seen several hundred lease agreements entered into by people I have cancelled, COUNSELED, concealed. My financial calculator confirms that the average interest rate is 14%. Most new car deals this year will be a fleece. I mean a lease. Shouldn't you lease or rent things that go down in value? Not necessarily, and the math doesn't work on a car for sure. Follow me through this example. If you lease a car with a value of $22,000 for 3 years, and when you turn it in at the end of that 3-year lease, the car is worth $10,000. Someone has to cover the $12,000 loss. You are not stupid, so you know that General Motors, Ford, or any of the other auto giants aren't going to put together a plan to lose money. Your lease payment is designed to cover the loss in value. $12,000 spread over 36 months is equal to $333,000 per month plus provide profit, the interest rate you pay. Where did you get a deal in that? You didn't. On top of that, there is the charge of 10 to 17 cents per mile for going over the allotted miles, and the penalties everyone turning in a lease has experienced for excessive wear and tear, which takes into account every little nick, dent, carpet, tear, smudge, 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 or smell. You end up writing a large check just to walk away after renting your car. The whole idea of the back end penalties is twofold: to get you to stroke lease another one, so you can painlessly roll the gotchas, gotchas into the new lease, and to make sure the company makes money. Who is around? 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 Come on. Is there anybody around? 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 Smart Money magazine quotes the National Auto Dealers Association (NADA) as stating the average new car purchased for cash makes the dealer an 82% profit. When the dealer can get you to finance with them, they sell the financing contract and make an average of $775 per car. But if they can get you to fleece the car, the dealer can sell that fleece to the local bank or GMSC, Ford Motor Credit, Toyota Credit, etc. for an average of $1,300. The typical car dealers makes their money in the finance office and the shop, not in the sale of new cars. Car leasing is exploding because dealers know it is their largest profit center. We live in a culture that quit asking how much and instead asks how much down and how much a month. If you look at only the monthly outlay, then you will always fleece because it almost always costs less down and less a month, but in the long run it is much more expensive. Once again, the red-faced kid brought something he couldn't afford using an unwise method and then attempted to justify his stupidity. That red-faced stuff won't work if you want a total money makeover. Craig called my radio show to argue about leasing because his CPA said he could lease a car. Proof that some CPAs can't add, or at least don't take the time to. Craig owned his own business and thought the tax write-off if his business owned the car made fleecing smart. Craig had the $20,000 cash to buy a 1-year-old car just like the one he wanted, but instead he was going to fleece a new $30,000 one. He missed two important points. First, 98% of leasing is done on a new car, which rapidly loses value, not a wise business decision. Second, creating an unneeded business expense for the sake of a tax write-off is bad math. Let's say that Craig fleeced a car for $416 per month, $5,000 per year, and used it 100% for business, which is highly unlikely and most times won't survive an audit. If you have a tax write-off of $5,000, you don't pay taxes on that money. If Craig didn't have the $5,000 write-off, he would pay taxes on that. He would pay taxes on that $5,000, which would be about $15,000 in tax. So Craig's CPA suggestion that he send the car company $5,000 to keep from sending the government $15,000. $1,500 sounds as though he can't add. Plus, Craig now is responsible for a $30,000 car that is dropping in value instead of a 20,000 car that took the worst drop in value during its first year. My company owns my company owns my cars. We are able to straight line depreciate those cars or write off the mileage. If you drive inexpensive cars in your business and put high mileage on them, take the mileage deduction. If you like me, drive expensive cars but do not put many miles on them, take the straight line depreciation. Both tax deductions are available to you without having a stupid car payment. If you don't own a business and didn't understand everything I just said about tax write-offs, etc., don't worry, just know that as a wise business owner, you don't want to fleece a car. Myth, you can get a good deal on a new car at 0% interest. Truth, a new car loses 60% of its value in the first 4 years. That isn't 0%. We have discussed the new car purchase. Oh god. I feel like I'm bored. I feel like I'm bored. Is there anybody to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there in the world to talk with me? Hmm? Is there anybody out there in the world to talk with me? Is there anybody out there in the world to talk with me? Is there anybody in the world out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? To talk with me? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? Is there anybody out there to talk with me? If you out there, come and talk with me. If you out there, come and talk to me. Is anybody out there to talk to me? Somebody out there, come and talk to me. Somebody out there, come and talk to me. Somebody out there, come and talk to me. 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 Come and talk. Come and talk to me. What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck, son? Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody out there, come and talk to me. Oh god, I did something. Somebody out there, come and talk to me. Somebody out there, come and talk to me. Somebody out there. Oh, come and talk. Come and talk to me. What the fuck just happened? Come and talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. What just happened? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Oh, the fuck? You're very bad. Somebody talk to me. Video call. Oh, I feel hungry now. I feel now I'm hungry, like person who is hungry. hungry now. I'm hungry now. Now I'm hungry. 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 Hunger. Now I'm hungry. Where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food? Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. Where will I get food to eat? 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 Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. I need to first get like something to drink. I feel like I need to get something to drink. Like I'm hungry. Where will I get food to eat? Oh, where will I get? Where will I get? Where will I get food? Where will I get? Where will I get? Where will I get? Where? 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 Where, 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 where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food? 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 Where will I get food to eat? Oh, where will I get food? 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 Where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food? Where will I get food? Where will I get food? Where will I get food to eat? Where will I get food? Where will I get food? Where will I get food? Where will I go? Where will I get? Where will I get food? Where will I get? Where will I get? I'm sleepy. I'm beginning to sleep. Where will I get food? Two people, who are you? Come and say hi to me, man. Because I see two people watching. Who are you? Come and say hi. Come and say hi to me. Oh, come and say hi to me. Okay, let me be back. Let me be back. Doa kangkulan talo. Talo, 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 talo. Doa kangkulan talo. Doa kangkulan talo. Doa kangkulan talo. Swala mulutalo. Oh God, I'm back. Wanted to get something to drink, but the area is compromised. I couldn't get something for myself because the area is compromised. Oh, this is a melody. I need to record this melody. It's in my head, so I need to record it before it goes. So you're gonna get a chance to listen to it. Don't steal it. Don't steal it. Don't steal it. Just I want to see. Record. Sound record. Mm. Lutalo, 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 toa kankulantalo, toa kankulantalo, totutwala mulutalo, totutwala mulutalo, lutalo, 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 toa kankulantalo, totutwala mulutalo, toa kankulantalo. Totutwala mulutalo, towakankulantalo. Totutwala mulutalo, lutalo, 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 lutalo. Melody is called lutalo. 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 Nawakankulantalo, totutwala mulutalo, nawakankulantalo, tawakankulantalo, totutwala mulutalo, nawakankulantalo, totutwala mulutalo, nawakankulantalo, nawakankulantalo. Tawakankulantalo, tututwala mulutalo, nawakankulantalo, tawakankula, 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 tawakankulantalo, tututwala mulutalo, tawakankulantalo. Will I get a translation for that? I think I'm done. I didn't get any viewer. Yeah, so I'm done for here. Let me switch to another platform because this platform is not giving me viewers. I don't know what happened to my channels. My channels are not doing well. They're not moving at all. They are stagnant. It's like somebody did something to my channel. Maybe there's somebody out there who did something to my channel because it's not working well at all. What am I going to eat? God. The Almighty God, what am I going to eat? How can I develop myself? How can I improve myself? What can I do for real? How can I improve my life? How can I change my life? How can I change my life? What can I